The recordings continue. This is me.
A business inside Offset called up here and he said, Wayne, I got the storage container, you want it? I said, I don't know if I can have it in Bayville. He called up, he spoke to someone that I'm going to tell you in my lawsuit. We have it. I have a signed affidavit and I have audio.
Are these people for real? I have a signed paper from my friend Jimmy Thurston, who I knew for 40 years. We called up together because he had the container and asked the building inspector, how dare they question me? How dare these people question me? When in fact, if there was a law against it, they wouldn't have had to make a new law. Let's continue. I'm hearing this for the first time in like 6 years, so.
This question is invalid because you know there was no restriction. Please listen. You know there was no restrictions, so why are you making me prove it? If I prove it,
Let me make it simple. You park your car on Bayville every day.
No, that's not right. I have
Listen
it
to
there.
me. You park your car on Bayville every day. Right?
Take care of
Years
it.
ago. You've been doing it for years because you lived there for years. Then a sign goes up. No parking anytime.
Yes.
Can you say, I've been parking, so I'm still gonna park?
But you realize that's not the law. If you
Because when the law
grant it,
changes, you have to comply.
and you have to tell people what the law is and not give them 2 weeks. I would have moved it a month ago if you said, Wayne, you can't have it. But you said you're getting me a permit. So I left it there. And then you said,
we gave you more time.
No.
We gave you 2 weeks
No,
to do it.
you told me to talk to the mayor. Second thing,
I didn't say talk to me. I told you.
you told me for me.
Okay,
Can I say something?
Then he told me to paint it. Then he told me he's going to talk to the mayor, and I'm going to have a meeting with the mayor. Then he told me he's going to get me a permit. But just look at this. I have 1 million recordings. Look at the transparency. Let's see what he says next, because I'm astounded myself.
You said,
Can I
you
please?
told me that the mayor is picking on you because you went onto your property and looked at your violations, and it seems that's causing all this. Did you say that?
And you said, Wayne,
Of course it's true. I have all the pictures of all the neighbors. He even wrote a letter for me to apologize to the neighbors. He's empowering these neighbors to take pictures of my yard. Where are the pictures going? Is this insane? Let's go on. Wow.
let's make a meeting with the mayor. Is that true?
No, I said.
Okay, did you tell me to make a meeting with the attorney?
No.
You didn't tell me that either?
I told you I would call the attorney.
I have it on tape. I just played it the last tape. We're outside the village hall. So you have to talk to the village attorney. Sal says talk to the village attorney. Maria says talk to the village attorney. I have it on audio. Let's go. Wow.
And speak to the attorney.
Outside, when we were there. Outside.
That I do not give
Wait,
out the
it
attorney.
doesn't
feel
and
that.
then
It doesn't matter,
I called
it
the
doesn't.
attorney.
No, get rid of
Then
it.
I came back to
Can
you.
I ask questions?
Then I came back
I'm
to
not-
you
I'm
and
not-
said,
that's
I
the problem.
did
Just
speak
do
with
it
the
in the
attorney. I did speak with the attorney,
Yes.
and I told you what
You
the
didn't want-
attorney
you
told
didn't
me.
want to talk to me.
Okay, that you needed to look at the law, that you needed to see that the law is in place now. The bottom line is you wanted to keep the container there forever. Container's
No, I
not
didn't.
staying.
I never said that. In fact, I told her in the last meeting that I'd be happy to move it. If there's a law, there's a law. But it's discrimination. If you make me move it, you make the law just the size of my container, and then you leave everyone else's there. The container across from the Crescent Club is bigger than mine. Still there. Let's see.
There forever.
That's not true.
That's what you told me.
I said, if
That's
everyone
what you
has
told me. I wrote
to.
it down. You're not the only one that
I have it on
wrote it
tape,
down.
right? I have it on tape yesterday. So,
That's
but
fine.
let me tell you.
That's fine.
All I want to know is what, and you told me the law is now, you're allowed to have containers on commercial property?
It says if it has a permit.
It doesn't say, that law could be classified differently, but okay.
That's
So
all I need.
why aren't you giving me a permit for 90 days so I have time, like,
Because the permit, the container's too large.
Also-
It doesn't meet the,
okay.
The requirements for
the
this.
requirements for a permit.
It's gotta be-
So wait a second. They're agreeing there was never a law. They're agreeing. I called the village, but I didn't have to call the village. There was never a law. All the containers around Bayville have been there for years and years. But now they want out. No, they want mine out. Let's be honest.
even so, they're right across the street from me, the container's the same size, and I'm looking at it every day. That's the same size. Are they gonna require information? Are they gonna get rid of that? Because that's an eyesore. I open my window and see the container. You wanna see the
I
picture?
told you,
Okay.
we've got to do with.
So you're, so they just give me,
We're
give me.
following up with the things
I
that we have
understand.
to follow
all I want to do is be fairly treated. If you're gonna give me 2 weeks to get rid of a container that has tons of stuff in it, I don't feel I am. So I'm gonna go to, did you do, I gave you that, what you wanted. Just follow up. I don't want you to say it in Mexican court date, but you do that.
We were already
Okay,
following.
well, there's way more than that, that's only
We're
like 40
already
of them.
following.
That's 30 of them.
And
Okay,
What do you think this is
Yes,
gonna do? Keep your container there?
no, I don't care about my container. I don't wanna be just
They're round and round in the double talk. It's very easy. I mean, I'm not a very smart man, but if there's a law and they just made it, I'll have to abide by it. But I believe the other people in Bayville should abide by it too. Because it doesn't even matter about the container. Then they want me to sell my truck. They don't like my firewood. It's not high enough. You can find, I have a counseling sign, been there 20 years. It's a counseling sign. But obviously, in the last recordings that I posted, Sal says he's going to ticket me and summons me and give them to and tell my landlord to kick me out. And that's what he's doing because the houses are worth $1.5 million and I'm able to buy them for $560,000 and he's not happy with that.